We are live here on Friday, and I thought I would give you something to look forward to. I certainly am. I'm going to have live here in my palatial studios, Rich Lieberman is going to interview Roxy Bernstein, the very, very talented emerging ESPN. He's done broadcasts for several other networks. Roxy Bernstein is going to be here live on Halloween Day, October 31st from 10 to 11. We might go a little bit past that. I'll see. We'll see how fluid the interview is going to be. I think it's going to be fantastic. You've seen my interview technique. And look, if I don't toot my own horn, who will? But in this case, it's all genuine. And I like interviewing people, particularly people that are interesting to talk to. Roxy Bernstein, heavy duty resume. This guy is good, superb. ESPN, he's worked on the Pac 12 network, worked Cal football, Cal basketball. He's a Bay Area native. He knows the lay of the land. He does, and you talk about coming up the ladder at ESPN, does Major League Baseball, does college football, college basketball, hockey, NHL hockey. Is Roxy Bernstein is going to be right here on October 31st, this Thursday, 10 to 11 a.m., that specific time. If you're not watching live that day, you can obviously watch at your convenience because this is archived. You can figure out if you want to ask a few questions and you want me to ask Roxy questions having to do with him, the state of broadcasting, anything in that sort of venue, please. You can text me 415-999-4454, or you can email me at rich.lieberman, that's RICH.LIEBERMAN at gmail.com, and I will try to get decent questions that I can ask Roxy. But I'm going to be the main provocateur and talk to, that was a big word, right? Very, very powerful word. In any event, look, I wasn't a big fan of Roxy Bernstein, but the more and more I listen, and the fact he's become such a talented, insightful, exciting, his play-by-play is so terrific. And he's doing everything on ESPN now. Does baseball, does basketball, college baseball, and football. He worked with some of the big luminaries. Loved him. Absolutely loved him with Bill Walton, the late, great Bill Walton. It's sad to say that. But people like that, and Roxy is a local guy. And what I love about Roxy, he also did Major League Baseball. Very, very early in his career was the play-by-play guy for the Florida Marlins when they were the Florida Marlins. Now, of course, they're the Miami Marlins. And worked locally. He's a Cal alum, and he's just, again, very powerful, very emerging guy, and has a very crisp delivery and exciting calls and touchdowns. He had that great, and I do mean great, exciting, passionate, not overwhelming, not nutso call, the home run call, the grand slam by Kike Hernandez with the Dodgers in the playoffs. Of course, the Dodgers are at this broadcast about to play the New York Yankees. God, what a matchup for Major League Baseball, the Fox Network, et cetera, et cetera. We have the 2024 Olympics. Olympics, how did I say Olympics? The World Series. What the hell was I smoking? Nothing. I don't smoke. I don't like smoking. Anyway, the 2024 World Series. Maybe I'm thinking about the Olympics coming up in LA because I was reading about the Olympics and so forth. Probably will be, talk about a confluence. Roxy Bernstein perhaps doing some Olympics work. to be determined. But okay, so now I understand why the hell I was thinking Olympics, what have you, that kind of a thing. So, any event, this Thursday, October 31st, that's Halloween, and I won't be dressing up. I'll be myself. Ha ha. Uh, we will have Roxy Bernstein here in the Palatial Studios, and we'll wheel out the welcome wagon, and you could ask me questions if you want to ask Roxy a question. Do email me or text me, and we'll get the best questions that I get, and we'll soon ask him. So I'm very proud of this. You know, and I'm going to make a little bit of a plug too. Uh, I love interviewing, whether it's sports or news, television news, Bay Area media folks, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I enjoy doing this. It's, something that I've always wanted to do. And I love various interview shows. And look, I've stated this a million times. I'm not going to be Mike Wallace, but I do hope that you see I asked a tough question. I don't want to, kill somebody or anything like that, metaphorically speaking, of course. But I do try to get interesting responses, try to ask interesting questions, not going to duck obvious questions, things of that nature. I'm not here to embarrass anybody. There's nothing to embarrass unless we're dealing with various people. But so far, we've had some really good interviews here. Joe Starkey, Michael Cardoza, Ross McGowan, John Rothman, Tom Sinkovitz. I have lots and lots of people on my try to get list, and we'll go from there. But again, Frank, I almost said Frank Somerville. We've had him on here. Well, we're ending that relationship because we've done enough. 3 interviews is quite sufficient. But we're going to have Roxy Bernstein Halloween Day from 10 to 11 Pacific time. Please, folks, in order for me to get the resources which enables me to go out and get people that I know that you and me, of course, want to interview and get questions and answers that you're not going to get anywhere else. I need your help. Your contributions are vital and appreciated. Go to my PayPal, click on it. Any donation is helpful. Please, I'll personally call you, thank you, email you, thanking you for your help. Also, do become a subscriber to this channel right here. My email, you could do it via email, my YouTube show, and tell everybody, your friends, your enemies, your allies, what have you, rabbi, priest, doctor, lawyer, that you are a subscriber to my YouTube show. It is Friday. We're almost 3/4 of the way home on October of 2024. And the weather's getting a little bit more fallish. And I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you later. And thanks. Tell your friends. And don't forget about Roxy Bernstein, the ESPN play-by-play broadcaster, here live this Thursday, 10 to 11 Pacific time, a.m. And thank you